The stadium buzzed with anticipation on August 4, 2025. Monterrey from Liga MX faced the New York Red Bulls of Major League Soccer in a crucial Leagues Cup group stage match. This was more than a game. It was a battle for league pride. Fans filled the stands, blue and white for Monterrey, red and white for New York, their chants echoing through the night. The players emerged, focused and determined as the captains met for the coin toss. Monterrey, known for technical skill and patient build-up, prepared to face New York's relentless pressing and high energy. The coaches gave final instructions, knowing every point mattered for advancement. The tension was palpable. Both teams had everything to play for. The referee's whistle cut through the noise. The match was underway. Monterrey's supporters roared, their team ready to prove their experience on the international stage. The Red Bulls fans, having traveled far, matched the energy, urging their team to disrupt Monterrey's rhythm. It was possession versus pressure, a true clash of football philosophies. The stadium lights illuminated the perfect pitch, setting the stage for a memorable night. Every pass, every tackle, every cheer carried the weight of expectation. The players' faces showed focus and nerves, aware of the stakes. The coaches watched intently, their strategies about to be tested. The crowd's excitement reached a fever pitch as the game began. This was not just about advancing, it was about respect. The world watched as two giants collided. The whistle blew, and the battle for supremacy had begun. Monterrey versus New York, the Leagues Cup was alive. The opening minutes were tense, each team probing for weakness. Monterrey calmly passed along their back line, trying to dictate the tempo. New York pressed high, forcing Monterrey's defenders to move quickly. The first real chance came when Monterrey's playmaker split the defense with a clever through ball. The striker's shot was blocked by New York's alert goalkeeper, a crucial early save. New York responded with pace, their wingers threatening on the counter. A blistering run down the right led to a dangerous cross, but no Red Bull could finish. The match grew more physical, with both sides battling for control in midfield. Fouls increased as intensity rose, but the referee let the game flow. Monterrey's patience clashed with New York's aggression, creating a fascinating tactical duel. Each team had moments of promise, but defenses held firm. The fans' energy fueled the players, every near miss drawing gasps and cheers. As halftime approached, neither side had broken through. The first half ended goalless, but the tension only grew. Both teams knew the first goal would be decisive. The chess match continued, with everything still to play for. The stage was set for a dramatic second half. The crowd braced for what was to come. Defenders dominated the first half, turning away every threat. Monterrey's center-backs were impenetrable, intercepting passes and winning aerial duels. Their captain organized the back line, keeping New York's attack at bay. New York's defense countered with aggression, closing down Monterrey's attackers instantly. The Red Bulls goalkeeper commanded his area, making a vital early save. Monterrey's best chance came from a curling free kick that sailed just over the bar. New York nearly struck on the counter, but a poor decision wasted their opportunity. The half ended with both teams frustrated by missed chances. The score remained 0-0, but the tension was mounting. The defenders had won the first battle, but the war was far from over. Halftime arrived with everything still to play for. The Red Bulls emerged from halftime with renewed intensity. Their coach's words sparked a tactical shift. Full-backs surged forward, adding numbers to the attack. Monterrey, once composed, now struggled under relentless pressure. New York's midfielders covered every inch, winning tackles and launching quick attacks. One midfielder, everywhere at once, drove his team forward and tested Monterrey's keeper with a long-range shot. The Red Bulls won a series of corners, each one a threat. Monterrey's defense scrambled, blocking shots and clearing danger. The momentum had swung. New York was in control. The crowd sensed a goal was coming. Monterrey clung on, but the Red Bulls' pressure was relentless. Every attack brought the fans to their feet. The question was no longer if New York would score, but when. The second half had become a siege. Monterrey needed to weather the storm. In the 61st minute, New York's persistence paid off. Their high press forced a turnover in midfield. A quick pass released the winger, who drove into the box and delivered a perfect cross. The Red Bulls striker arrived at the back post, heading powerfully past the Monterrey keeper. The stadium erupted. New York led 1-0. The players celebrated with their fans, the breakthrough finally theirs. Monterrey, stunned, now faced a daunting task. Their defense, so solid, had been breached by teamwork and desire. The Red Bulls' energy was rewarded. Monterrey's coach urged his team forward. There was still time. The match had shifted. Monterrey needed a response. New York's fans believed victory was within reach. The pressure was now on Monterrey to find an answer. Down a goal, Monterrey's coach acted decisively. He brought on a tricky winger and a powerful striker, changing formation to attack. The new winger tormented New York's left back, creating chances and winning free kicks. Monterrey's attack gained momentum, stretching New York's defense. The midfield found space, dictating play and probing for openings. Monterrey pushed forward in waves, their fans roaring them on. New York, exhausted from pressing, dropped deeper to protect their lead. The match shifted again. Monterrey now dominated possession. The Red Bulls' defenders blocked shots and cleared desperately. The final minutes promised high drama. Monterrey's belief grew with every attack. The equalizer felt possible. The tension was unbearable as the clock ticked down. The stage was set for a dramatic finish. In the dying moments, Monterrey threw everything forward. An aerial ball into the box caused chaos. New York's clearance was weak. A Monterrey attacker pounced, unleashing a stunning volley through a crowd. The ball rocketed into the net. Monterrey had equalized in the 88th minute. The stadium exploded with joy. New York's players were devastated. Monterrey's persistence had paid off, their fans in ecstasy. The score was 1-1. The match turned on its head. Monterrey surged forward, sensing a winner, while New York clung on desperately. Every clearance, every tackle, every second mattered. The referee's whistle signaled full time, still level. But in the Leagues Cup, there are no draws in the group stage. The match would be decided by penalties. Both teams gathered, exhausted and anxious. The pressure was immense. Everything would come down to nerve and precision. The fans held their breath, knowing the shootout would decide it all. Monterrey's late goal had changed everything. New York, so close to victory, now faced a new test. The drama was far from over. The penalty shootout awaited. The night's final act was about to begin. The penalty shootout began with tension thick in the air. Monterrey shot first, calmly converting. New York answered with a powerful strike. 1-1. Both teams scored their next two penalties, the quality impressive. At 3-3, Monterrey's fourth taker was denied by a brilliant save from New York's keeper. The Red Bulls fans erupted, sensing victory. But New York's next penalty was also saved, still level. Monterrey's captain stepped up for the fifth, coolly slotting home. New York's final taker needed to score to keep hope alive. He struck the post. The ball bounced away. Monterrey erupted in celebration, their goalkeeper the hero. The shootout ended 4-3 to Monterrey. Players and fans celebrated wildly. New York's heartbreak was clear. Monterrey earned 2 points, one for the draw, one for the shootout win. New York left with just one, their efforts unrewarded. The shootout had delivered ultimate drama. Both teams had shown courage under pressure. The Leagues Cup group was now wide open. Monterrey's experience had made the difference. New York's spirit was undeniable, but it wasn't enough. The night belonged to Monterrey. The fans would remember this shootout for years. Monterrey's shootout win put them in a commanding position in the group. 2 points moved them closer to the knockout stages. New York, with just 1 point, faced a must-win final group game. The extra point from penalties could prove crucial. Both teams had shown their strengths. Monterrey's resilience, New York's energy. The match was a showcase for North American football. Fans witnessed tactical battles, defensive grit, and unforgettable drama. Monterrey's comeback and shootout composure highlighted their experience. New York's heartbreak was real, but their performance earned respect. The Leagues Cup delivered a night to remember. For the fans, it was football at its best. Passion, skill, and suspense. Both teams left everything on the pitch. The tournament's excitement was just beginning.